Yeah, I know, I said I wasn't gonna make Transformers anymore. This is just a one-off. Alright, let's do this one last time. So, Transformers is cool, and without a doubt, my all-time favourite has to be the big bot himself, Optimus Prime. Over the last few years, I've made Optimus around 5 times. I usually make one a year, and I figured it's been over a year since my last one. I've gone through many different styles, from realistic to more stylized. This time, I wanted to make Optimus in the art style from my animated series Bulletproof Hearts. I didn't have much of a plan when starting this. All I knew was, make G1 Prime, but it's in Hearts. I quickly blocked out the shape of the truck with some primitives. These were made to real life scale. I then spent some time trying to refine the shape, and add some larger details. I was basing it off the G1 toy and the real life truck, but I wasn't trying to make a perfectly accurate model. After finishing the details on the front, I thought the side looked a little boring. I didn't want to just draw the door in a bunch of lines because that seemed too easy. Instead, I inserted the faces, modelled a basic door, and then filled out the rest with some panels and greebles to make it look more interesting. I also decided to add the iconic silver stripe by modelling it as a separate panel. Again, I just thought it looked more interesting. After I finished modelling the cab of the truck, I made the wheels. Literally just bevel, insert, extrude, do that a few times. And the back of the truck was pretty simple. I wanted to find a balance of detail and simplicity. Once I'd finished modelling, I applied some materials. I used my pre-made heart shaders, but I spent a long time adjusting them. I probably spent a little too much time on this part. And after about an hour I had this. Now comes the fun part. I start by duplicating the truck and putting it in a new collection and then hiding the original. Then I begin separating the vehicle into different parts and move them to around where I think they would be on the robot. This isn't a science and requires a lot of trial and error. Once I've got a rough idea, I start making new robot parts. Usually they're just random mechanical looking parts, so it seems more complex when in reality it's just a bunch of cubes and tubes. This part of the process becomes pretty mindless. I just add boxes and do stuff till I think they look cool. While working, I have a second monitor with a bunch of reference pictures to give me ideas and inspiration for details to add. For me, it's extremely important to keep a clean silhouette when making characters, especially robots, otherwise they turn into scrunched up tinfoil. I drew a rough sketch to give me something to model off, since I find it easier to work with a reference image. I don't really know what else to say. It's not very complicated. It's just model. I stole some hands off my maquette model because I couldn't be asked to make new ones. For the head, I used my Reboot Prime as a base, but adjusted it to look more G1 and better fit the level of detail as the rest of the model. Texturing was easy, because heart shaders are all procedural. I just had to do some basic UV unwrapping. Rigging was also fairly simple, as I stole my maquette's rig and modded it to fit Prime. After 20 minutes of parenting, it's all done. I then posed and rendered him, and this was the result. I don't read the comics, but my friends asked me to remake the Skybound cover, but I didn't record it. So, this was my Optimus Prime in Heart style. You can find out more about the Heart style on my channel, and there's some other similar redesign videos. Leave a comment down below for who you'd like to see next.